Hello again. So today's story is all about bread. So I've got some here to show you. And we all eat bread all the time, toast, sandwiches. And I'm going to show you this bread close up. And you can see inside here lots of little tiny seeds. And some of those are grains of wheat. And that is how our bread begins. It begins as a grain of wheat. And if you harvest lots and lots of wheat from the fields and grind down all those grains of wheat, you get the flour that you need to make the bread. And that's what all bread is made from. So today's story is all about that, and it's called The Little Red Hen. Now, I looked all around my house for a hen and I didn't have one. So we're going to pretend, okay? But I do have some other characters from this story, and I've made them up a little bit as well. So we've got a cat in this story, and we've got a lion in this story, and we've also got a mouse. And those three were friends of the Little Red Hen. So let's see what happens in this story. One warm morning, the Little Red Hen was out in the farmyard scrabbling away to see what she could eat when she came across a tiny grain of wheat, just like the ones in that bread. Ooh, she thought, I know what I shall do with that. I will plant it. She went to her friends in the farmyard and she said to them, "Who will help me plant my grain of wheat?" "Not I," said the lion. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the mouse. "Oh," said the Little Red Hen. "Well, I will do it myself." And so she did. She went over into the field and she took her grain of wheat and she planted it down into the soil and covered it up. Now, as you all know, when you plant a seed, you need to give it some food in order to help it grow. And I know, because we've been learning about this in school, that you know that we need sunshine, but we also need something else. We need water. So the Little Red Hen went to get the watering can, and she said to her friends, "Who will help me water the grain of wheat?" "Not I," said the lion. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the mouse. "Oh, well, I'll do it myself," said the Little Red Hen. And so she did. Took her watering can and watered her grain of wheat. And then, of course, she had to wait and wait and wait a little bit longer, because it takes time for things to grow. And it did. Eventually the grain of wheat grew beautiful and tall in the field, and it was ready finally to be cut down. So the Little Red Hen went off to her friends again, and she said, "Who will help me cut my grain of wheat?" "Not I," said the lion. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the mouse. "Well, I'll do it myself," said the Little Red Hen. So she did. She chopped, chopped, chopped until the tall wheat fell down and she was able to take it. And she needed to take it somewhere very special. Bread now is made in factories and sold in the supermarkets or made in the bakery. But at the time of this story, you had to take all of your wheat to the mill and to the miller who worked there. It was a big windmill. And as the wind blew, the sails of the windmill went round and round and round. So off she went with her wheat. "Who will help me grind my wheat into flour?" flower?" asked the Little Red Hen.
"Not I,"
said the Lion. "Not I," said the Cat. "Not I," said the Mouse. "Well, I'll do it myself," said the Little Red Hen, and so she did. And she ground and also turned the wheel of the windmill, and it went round and it went round, and that helped to grind more flour until she had a whole sackful of flour. Well, of course, that wasn't the end of it. The Little Red Hen had to take the sack of flour all the way into town to the bakery where it could be baked into bread. So again, she went to her friends and she said, "Who will help me carry this huge sack of flour?" I think you know what they said.
"Not I,"
said the Lion. "Not I," said the Cat. "Not I," said the Mouse. "Well, I shall do it myself," said the Little Red Hen. So, she heaved that enormous sack of flour over her back and off she went. It was hard work pulling that huge sack all the way to the bakery, but eventually she got there and she tipped it out. She needed a few other things as well. She needed some yeast to help the bread rise. She needed a little bit of salt and she needed some water. And she mixed it all up and it was ready to go in the oven. And so she said to her friends, "Who will help me bake my bread?" "Not I," said the Lion. "Not I," said the Cat. "Not I," said the Mouse. "Well, I shall do it myself," said the Little Red Hen. So she put all of her ingredients that she'd mixed, she put them into a baking tin that was just right for a loaf of bread. And then she opened the oven, she popped it inside, shut the oven, turned it on to the right temperature, and then she waited until the bread was ready. After a little while, the oven went bing, and she knew it was ready. So she went, and as she opened the oven, the most delicious smell of bread came out, and there it was, her delicious loaf of bread. She put it on the table and she got some butter and she sat down and she said, "Who will help me eat my bread?" Well, do you know what these friends said?
"I will,"
said the Lion. "I will," said the Cat. "I will," said the Mouse. And the Little Red Hen said, "Absolutely not. I'm going to eat it all myself." And so she did. And her three friends, who were very disgruntled and very fed up about this, went off muttering and chuntering, and off they go. And so, I think the moral of that story is that we should always help our friends, otherwise we might miss out on the nice treats if we don't. I'm going to take this bread now because I'm feeling quite hungry, so I'm going to go and get some butter. I shall hopefully see you again very soon. I hope you enjoyed our story today. Bye.